This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.
We're checking out now.
Don't resist, we'll make it.
Good, good. Let's see. Oh man, looks good. Is Josh in there? Yeah.
He's back at the promenade.
The promenade?
Yeah.
Is he like working there tonight or? The promenade. Where's that?
If you go out and take a route, just go straight and there are like 3 or 4 restaurants there.
Okay, so go out this way and make a right.
Yeah, just go out and take a right.
Okay, so not in the casino, but the promenade.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there he is. There he is. Thanks. You see him? Hey, how's it going, Josh?
How's it going?
What's up, man?
How can I help you?
Well, nice to meet you. I got some message to should probably go over. The girl talking to you on Telegram. You just want to go talk about it some more private? We can just kind of go in the hallway over there if you don't mind. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I don't want to cause any scenes at work. I just want to talk to you. That's all. My name's Gordon, by the way. Yeah, man. Thanks for working the restaurant industry. Keeps my fat ass fed, bro. What's the best place to eat here?
Meadows, easily.
Okay, got it. Why's that?
Huh?
Why's that?
Oh, got a patio and everything.
Okay.
Full bar.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I saw like kind of some hallways, like kind of off to the side a little bit. Yeah, if we can go to a room, if that's cool. Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Yeah, you sure you don't want to go like in a room or something? Because like I don't want people to ask about all that shit. We're just filming for safety reasons, just so you can be sure I'm not here to hurt you, blackmail you, take anything from you. Yeah, we could just sit at a table over there.
What's this about?
Got a second, we. So I just want to talk to you about the girl that's been messaging you online. That's all. Yeah, I got you. Pokemon Go guy.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Cool.
Yeah. So, I cut off.
You got it off,
No, I cut her off.
right?
It's a hour-long stag. I found 10 on Messenger, sketched up the whole thing.
Yeah, of course. Here, can we just go from under the speaker? I just don't want it to like, kind of hard of hearing. Can we just kind of go like away from the speaker?
But can we?
Yeah, here, guys, move over there.
So yeah, I understand.
Okay, I appreciate it. I just kind of want to go over with you. How old are you, by the way? 31. Okay, man, you're still young, bro. Like you got the whole life ahead of you.
Like I
Like,
said, it's all a mistake. Everything.
yeah, no, and obviously, if we can, be honest about things, I have no issue with this. I've been able to come here and talk to you, but I don't see it being a thing.
What relation is she to you?
Well, we just have a group called like Kid Protectors USA, just make sure kids don't talk to adults. So, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. She was. I don't know. I didn't like it in the beginning,
right,
and that's drinking.
yeah,
I don't want to go any further with it.
fair enough, man. I appreciate that. But obviously, I think, do you know why I'm here to talk to you about her? Why's that?
She told me her age.
Okay, fair enough. What was she, like 10, 11? Or? Okay. Well, at least not that, you know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, no, it's not gonna go any further.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate it. I do want to go over some things, though. Like, obviously, it's voluntary to talk to me, but I think we should. Like, I'm here to... These are the messages.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it.
Okay, sure.
And I'm aware of what was being said and everything. You know, but
Yeah, no, I'm not here to read every single one or put you on blast or anything, but like, I mean, how'd the conversation kind of go with her? So there's like a summary.
it was, I don't know. At first it was just like, okay, whatever.
Sure.
Like at Valentine's Day, whatever.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And then, so I was like, okay, well, are you real?
Right.
And then when I found that she was indeed actually, I was fucking with her.
Sure.
Like, I was like, okay, whatever. It could be anybody.
Sure.
But then when I saw the video call last night, I was like,
Got it. I mean, did the conversation get a little bit like
it was
risque? Or?
It was,
Okay.
but like I said, online is like,
It's the internet.
it's the internet, and also like, I'm like, okay, well, no way this is real. There's no way this is real.
Right.
And then when I actually saw her, that kind of got freaked out because I was like,
Right. Fair enough. I mean, were there like some messages where maybe we were asking her for photos we shouldn't have? Or?
yeah, but like I said, it was kind of before, I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, when she saw the person,
Right.
I was kind of like pressed a little bit, but I was like, whatever, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
She was trying to get me to like, oh, do you like my age? So I'm like, no.
Right.
No.
Right. What photos did we ask her for? I guess before you found out she was a person.
I don't know. Like, I didn't really ask for anything until like yesterday. But, I was like, oh yeah, he's the guy from whatever. I didn't do anything. I was interested. Whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I was like, oh, well, what were you wearing? Did you like that? And she didn't reveal anything. Allegedly.
Yeah, of course.
And
Did we ask for like any like anything like that?
I was like, she's like, oh, I'm fat, Jason. Oh, yeah, prove it.
Sure.
But-
Just to kind of verify what she was saying.
Yeah, but I was also like, okay, yeah, please don't.
Okay.
So,
I mean, yeah, because if she sent you that photo, I mean, that's
I'm glad she did that.
right.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna read every message, but there was one where it says panties too. She's just pink, and on your end it says super. I could see them.
And I'm like, that's, but that was before she was an actual person.
Right. I mean, what were you? Were you just bored or something, or?
Nah, I just bored, and I was like, okay, well, this is weird. We'll see what we can do with this.
Yeah, fair enough. Just someone to talk to or whatever.
Someone to talk to, and also like, I was like, there's got to be AI or something.
Okay.
Like this is definitely AI.
Right. Right.
I like fucking with AI. I mean, I get chatbots all the time.
Yeah, of course. So how do we even come across your Telegram?
Just on an online forum. And I was like, okay, well, let's just see what this is about.
Online forum.
Huh? Online forum.
What's it like? Which online forum?
I can't remember.
Okay. Is there a few that we're a part of, or?
No, I mean, it was just like, you can, there are forums all the time where people just drop their Telegram and say, oh, let's talk,
Oh, okay. So that's like a common thing. Okay. Got it. Like, was it like Reddit or?
No, I think it was just some regular chain. I feel like 4chan or something, but yeah, either way, I get it.
Fair enough. I see. So is Telegram, I mean, that's kind of a new app to me. Is that like groups or individuals or kind of both?
So I have a lot of online friends. So I
Yeah.
have like people from like Australia and stuff.
Really?
It's kind of like WhatsApp.
Okay, so you can just chat with anybody?
Yeah, basically.
What about like group chats on there? Is that like a thing too, or?
I never tried.
Okay, fair enough.
And it's like, okay, well maybe I usually use that because it's like WhatsApp stuff. You have to put an actual number and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Do you ever do that on Telegram, put in your actual number?
I think you can, but
It's like optional or something?
think so.
Okay, that's good, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine like a secure app but you got to put in your actual number. It doesn't really make any sense to me. But
so my question is, where's this going?
well, I think with a good conversation, it can be addressed and taken care of. Like, that's kind of why I'm here. I know you're a good dude. I know you actually contribute to the economy. You do the right thing. You feed people. So,
Well, like I said, I mean, it's, like I said, the second I found out I was an actual person, I was like, no.
right.
I can't do this. So,
Fair enough.
because again, the AI and stuff, it's AI or just a random person or, to be honest, I thought it was just going to be a dude, like a Russian dude or something.
Is that like a common thing for Russians to kind of be online like that, or?
I mean, a lot of people like to pose as people, and I'm just like, okay, well, that's.
Have you had times before where people have like bait and switch, where they're like, "Oh, I'm older," but then I'm actually any shit like that?
Nah, I usually try to stay away from shit like that.
Okay.
So people try to bait other people and stuff. I got people in like the Philippines that have one girl I'm actually seeing in an online relationship with.
Nice, man.
And, she's 28,
Right.
but
Is she ever gonna come here, or?
I'm trying to.
Dude, yeah, save the money, man. I mean, dude, Filipino wives are very loyal. I know. Got my friend Tommy. He has a Filipino wife, and dude, smooth sailing, bro.
She's a teacher. And she's wonderful. And so.
Nice, man.
But yeah, no, but it's also kind of easy because like when I was first searching like for Filipino women and stuff.
Yeah.
People let me all the time, and then they'd be like, "Oh, it's okay." I'm like, no, it's not.
Right. I do want to ask. I think it was that Russian site or whatever that. How did we find out about that? Like, it seems like a pretty obscure site. Like, how did you find out about it, or who introduced that to you?
But that one, I don't know. It's just like these video hosting and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's a video hosting site?
No, it's a picture hosting site.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
And, a lot of last games and stuff. I mean, there's lots of categories you can post them on.
Got it. What category did we find Ariel on?
Huh?
What category did we find Ariel on?
I think it was family or something like that.
Okay. Got it. Fair enough. What's posted on the family section usually?
Just people's like vacation pics, selfies, stuff like that.
Got it. Do you post on there, or do you just kind of browse?
I
Okay, got it. Fair enough. I do want to ask: have there been like? I know it's not you, obviously. I mean, you're a guy who gets bored on the internet. I don't give a fuck about that.
You do see some bad shit, but yeah, you don't really. You stay away from that.
Right, and that's kind of one of, if I were to choose to go after a whole tree, I'd want to go after the whole root of the tree rather than the branch, and I think that bad shit's kind of what we can be led to. What bad shit have? And I'm not saying you're into it. I'm not saying you look for it. But what bad shit have we seen on there?
You see some nudity on there.
Sorry, some what?
You see some nudity on there.
Oh.
But I do have to get back to work. I mean, so let's just.
Oh, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I mean, I think, I think since your heart's in the right place, and since you do a good thing, I kind of want to potentially kind of skip over you and try to there's there. I mean, we're not when talking like.
I know people post pictures of kids and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like I say, again, it starts out and sometimes it's like, okay, cool, family in the lawn.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And you're like, oh no.
Got it. So, obviously I know it's not you taking those family photos. Like you're not the one behind the camera or anything like that. And that's, I mean, that's obviously would be an issue, but I don't care about a guy who browses online and comes across some shit. It's like, you know, if you're in a war zone, inevitably you're going to step on a landmine eventually, right? If you're in, so, but, okay. So what country do you think these people are from that post that type of stuff?
A lot of them seem very European.
European?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it, you said image host, is it only images or do they post videos too? Or?
I mean, I haven't found any videos or anything, so, but I don't know. Like I said, I see some personal shit sometimes, and like some very like some threads that are like named awfully, because there is also like video as well. You know, people post like, you know, and I do go on that one because that's like it's actual legal adults.
Right, of course. I mean, I'm a guy too. I get that.
But then I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, hey, my sister showering, or all right, let's see what it is. Like, okay, that's, you know, a little weird, but okay, that's nice. But
Yeah.
but then sometimes you can see some like,
Sure.
and I'm like,
What would you say? What would you say the age ranges are of what they like? What would you say like is the lowest, the highest age range of like what they've posted of? I guess child, for lack of a better term.
I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to tell, but it's also like I don't stay on it.
Right, right. Yeah, I'm only asking you, like, you know, if somebody stole like a cake from your restaurant or something, obviously you're not the one stealing the cake, but if it's right in front of you, I want to know, like, hey, who stole the cake, right? So just ballparking. I know, are you a dad yet, or okay? But you have nieces.
No, yeah, I got nieces.
Right. So you've seen kids grow up. I mean, obviously there's a difference between like a 1-year-old and a 10-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you know, in your expert opinion, like what ages are they? Would be the lowest you've seen some bozo post on there?
I've seen like toddlers and stuff, and like nothing like usually those stuff. It's not like that. It's like, you know, whatever. Like, I have pictures that my parents took, you know, just like
Right.
out of the bath or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, your parents.
But some of the more. But yeah, I have come across where I'd say like 9, 10, something like that.
So you
And those are the ones that are like,
okay? So you've seen them post toddlers on there, but you don't think it's in a way?
no. But I would be lying if I said I hadn't, you know, clicked on something and ended up being like, oh, it's bad.
Got it. So when you say toddler, but then when you say 9 or 10, you're kind of like, what's the difference in the
It's
photos?
like there's like poses, like
Okay, so you think it's in? So you think the ones that are
like it's a photo.
okay? So you think the ones where it's like a 9 or 10 is a little bit more intentional to kind of around the person?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
But,
I see.
yeah, like I said, that's uncomfortable side to be on. So.
No, 100%. Do you know any? Oh man, it's probably hard to ask you this, but do you know any like usernames of who would have posted kids like that or?
Nothing. Nothing that I really like saved. I mean, they're pretty good about banning because sometimes like, you know, you'll see like the same person, but then you'll see like because on one of the pages, like there's different pages where then you'll see like all their stuff, the rest history's gone.
Okay, so it's like a slightly different username or something like that. It's like okay, that makes sense. So when you say family poses, isn't the family section or is that like another section? Or
There's family, there's kids, there's nudity, there's, you know, like a lot of it's like I think I browsed like pretty much every category on that site.
Okay,
And a lot of it's like environmental or
sure.
you know.
Yeah, like space, or I've seen space on there. I want to say, like, yeah. No, I know that site's like probably 95% kosher. You know what I'm saying, and like 5% bullshit. But that's with anything.
And like I said, I mean, a lot of the stuff gets removed pretty promptly, and which, you know, it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you say poses, is this like are these like multiple kids in one photo, or is it like?
Like I said, the second I see any of it, I just go away.
Of course. Well, I guess you know, and I'm only asking you. Like, if I thought you got it, I wouldn't want you to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want you to like, you know, relive it and get into it. You know what I'm saying? But are these usually like boys or girls that they post?
I see. Well, they titled some of the albums and stuff. It's kind of both.
Okay, so they don't really discriminate with that. Got it. Are there any photos where they post where like the?
Are you guys like an online watchdog site or something?
Pretty much, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're being honest with me. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and it's not to put you on blast.
Yeah. So, and like I said, whatever, like, would be considered as bad, because like I said, even like, I don't know, it'd just be like a model, like a child model or something.
Right.
But then you see like people comment some awful shit.
Right.
And then, you know, that post ends up getting taken down. So I think that site's kind of, shit gets through the cracks, but I think their moderators, I feel, scrub it pretty.
Do a pretty decent job of it. I guess so. How often would you see some idiot posting some child news on there? Like,
I mean, I see it on occasion. I don't browse it.
Like, if you had to guess how many times a week, or
I don't know. Yeah,
is it like once a week or twice a week or a few times a week? Like,
I mean, I probably go in there like maybe once a week, and I always see something, but then it'll be like a locked album in the store or something.
Okay.
A lot of that stuff is password protected. You see, because instead of a thumbnail, will be a picture of a lock.
Got it. So it's pretty easy to at least come across it on there.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty accessible. But
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, a lot of that stuff you got to be actively looking for.
Right.
And I'm sure, like, if you looked for it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be a treasure trove for sure. So when did you first find out about that Russian site?
I don't know. I was just looking up just images on Bing.
Mm-hmm.
You can do like random searches.
Yeah, of course.
And then you can see like the site or whatever. And I saw a model on it. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, what's this? And then,
I gotta ask, Bing. I mean, are you like the only person on earth still using Bing? Are you keeping all of Bing afloat?
you
with
get
that?
Microsoft rewards. You can redeem them. You get Xbox credit and stuff.
I have Xbox, and I wasn't told this.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Well, so when the hell was this on Bing though? Like, how long ago was
It's
this?
been on there for years.
Oh, that site. Okay.
Yeah, the Bing rewards.
Oh
It's
shit!
I think the more you use it, like you just do your searches. I mean, I'll just do like 20 just random ass searches.
And you found and you've gotten free shit off that.
Yeah, you get points you redeem and you get like Xbox credit and stuff.
Well, damn, this guy knows life hacks here.
And that's how I say actually talk to my girlfriend in the Philippines. Like I redeemed her for Skype credits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you could just dial her number like 952 or anything like
That
that.
shit costs way too much money.
Okay, I got you.
So that's why I use like WhatsApp, Telegram, stuff like that. 'Cause it's like it's a free way of doing it. Facebook takes a lot of data. They
Right. So I guess when did you first find out about this Russian site on Bing? I mean, I didn't even know people still use Bing.
Like I said, I mean, I was just looking up just.
Oh no, I know that. I know it was an innocent find, but I'm saying when do you think that was?
Quite a few months ago.
Okay, so it hasn't even been too long. Got it. So what about Tor and Onion? What's up with that?
Huh?
What's up with Tor and Onion?
Oh, I don't dark web.
No. Have you before it's always on there and kind of jumped out or?
No. I'm too afraid of all that shit.
Okay, I feel you.
Because I know what goes on there. And it's horrible shit.
Right.
On there.
Yeah, very gory.
Very. Yeah, and also you hear stories about people getting their shit hacked and everything and last thing I want is
random black SUVs pulling up around the corner. Yeah.
I don't want the KGB Spetsnaz to throw me in the back.
Right.
And I'm sure that shit doesn't happen, but I've heard the stories. And,
Got it. So I do want to ask about the toddlers they post. So when you say that the 9 and 10-year-olds are posing, the toddlers are just kind of what's the context of a toddler being on that site?
Oh, it'd just be just like a random picture, so you see a kid doing something dumb, you're like, hey, look at this, but then it'd just be out of the bath or something, or at the beach.
Okay. Or is it only the toddlers in the photo, or?
No, it's usually just other families too. You see the mother or whatever.
Got it.
So some of those sides of the family, I get members like that. Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Fair enough. I do want to ask kind of about Telegram. On that site, you mentioned that people post their telegrams on there. Have you seen them post any other chatting apps they want people to chat on besides Telegram? Or?
Well, I know she mentioned a bunch, and that shit I had no idea about.
Okay.
And so she's like, well, get this up. And I'm like, what does that mean?
Right.
Like I said, I was also kind of concerned when I found out she was a real person. She mentioned that there were other guys that said they liked her age.
Right.
I was like, what do you mean by that? I was trying to ask him. He's like, I don't know.
They don't need more chocolate.
Right. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I was
Got that.
the thing is the fact that you did kind of pump the brakes, cut it off. That's why I'm here to talk to you, because I think I think you're doing I think you did the right thing, and not many people would.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not. So.
Right. No, I don't think you are. But on Telegram, how often is it have you come across people that you would say are kind of similar to the on the RU site?
Honestly, I mean, she's the only one I really had on Telegram that I didn't really know. So,
got it. Fair enough.
I got my buddy from Australia. I got my girlfriend. There's another girl on there that I know. And chat regularly.
Well, I got to ask: have there been people that you had to kind of block or unadd on Telegram because they got a little bit too?
I don't really interact with a lot of people on Telegram. It's not really my name.
Right. No, I know you don't interact with people, but do people try to interact with you that you're like?
I don't post my shit.
Okay, got it. Fair enough. Have people like tried to add you to groups on Telegram that you don't want to be a part of or anything like that?
I mean, people usually message me like whatever, but if you just like a link or something, I assume it's just bullshit.
Okay.
I just ignore it.
What usually are those links like?
I don't know. I haven't clicked on it.
Okay.
Because I assume it's a bot or something. I just delete it right away.
Right. Because I'm only asking because there seems to be times where people have tried to, bless you. There seems to be times where people try to loop you into stuff like you don't want to be a part of or anything like that.
Yeah, like this.
Well, of course, but kind of what I'm saying is, I know you have Kick.
No.
Okay. There's just Telegram and whatever, but there seems to be times where. I mean, it's very easy. I mean, we're on the internet a lot, which seems to be like you're an internet guy. Like when you get home, you go on the internet.
I mean, on WhatsApp, I get like, oh yeah, doing this financial group, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
But I really do need to get to work. Like I said, is there anything else that I can?
Well, yeah, I do want to ask because, it seems like there has been some kind of a, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, there seems to be some type of pattern of people trying to, some way, somehow, these pictures kind of get either sent to you or displayed on your screen or whatever. I don't know how. And obviously that's not something that I know you want to see. It's not something you want to be doing or whatever. But, I think you could lead me to some bad people. Like, obviously you're very, very forthcoming and honest about what was on that site.
Go on that kids section or the nerdy section. Refresh every couple hours. I guarantee you'll find some shit on there.
Okay. I guess what brings you to the kids section?
No.
What brings you to the kids section?
Like I said, there's like models and stuff. And then also like the family shit too. But a lot of it's stuff. It's like
right. So that's kind of the thing, Josh. I know you don't have a thing for kids or anything, but when I ask, hey, what brings you to the kids section? The first thing I hear is models. We're talking about child models, and it's obviously it's not the end of the world.
It's not, but it's something that I don't know.
Right. But I do want to ask because from what's been happening, like obviously it's not, Telegram's not the hardest to track and neither is the, I mean, it's not like you're using, 5 VPNs or trying to really hide too much. You're not really up to anything bad. But, I do want to ask because have people like tried to hit you up to trade, or do you think anybody's given you signs of them being like too crazy or anything like that?
Nah, nothing like that. Like I said, my Filipino friends, hit me up for money and stuff, but it's like, like I said, my girlfriend hit me up for money and stuff, but that's only because it's like, oh, I need stuff for my school. It's like,
right.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But basically, it's very rare, you'd be the first case actually, where somebody just, the first time that any images pop up of kind of people like that would be on some obscure Russian site. Like, is there any, like, do you have Discord, for example?
I got Discord, but I don't really use it. I mean, I have like friends I game with. That's about it.
Okay, because basically what's been happening is obviously there's been times where people have sent, I think, less than flattering photos to you of people that have been to you, just to put it lightly. It's not really debatable. It's just been happening, and obviously,
yeah, like I said, there's also like I said, there are people who be sending stuff to me like on like Facebook, like the lad, like someone's cousin that for my Philippine friends.
Right.
Then it's like, oh, give me money. It's like, no.
Right. Well, what I'm asking is, look, obviously, I don't think you're in any position to basically, I don't think you're looking for kids. I don't think you're looking for underage stuff. But being on the internet for so long, especially when you're dabbling in Filipino stuff, Russian stuff, even though you have pure intention, sometimes shit can find you, right? Yeah. Like, it's like, if you're walking with $100 out in Southside Chicago, it's like, you don't want to get robbed, but you're messing with your chances here. So that's what I want to ask. Have people on Facebook, have they tried to offer you photos that have been to you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. What situation do people offer photos that have been to you? Because I know that's happened.
I don't know, like desperate people, but like I said, it's
right.
But I don't.
Okay. Well,
but I need to get back to work.
You can do whatever you want, Josh. But I'm giving you a courtesy by talking to you about this right now. And I know we're at work, but obviously we want this situation to be addressed now, so it doesn't like potentially blow up in the future,
like
right?
I said, I mean, it's I gotta be more mindful about it, stuff like that. Like I said, especially with Ferrari, especially, it's that that's cool.
Right. I understand. But basically, I want you to help me and help me track these people. You said people have tried to offer you photos that have been too. That's happened before.
Like I said, it's like people like their family members and stuff. And
Okay, so it's like adults are messaging you, but they're like, "Do you want pictures of my kid or something like that?"
Yeah.
Okay, so that's important because obviously you're not offering anybody's kid to anybody. You're just getting bullshit messages.
But again, I don't even know like if these accounts are even active. I mean, it's
were
it's
these
been a while.
some time ago? When's the last time you think someone's offered you their kid?
Probably during COVID.
Really?
Apparently, but
Okay.
But like I said, I mean, I really like help you guys out, but I really do get to get back to work.
Right. No, obviously you can do whatever you want, but I do want to ask Josh, like, you know what platform they were offering the kids on?
Facebook.
Facebook. Okay.
Facebook Messenger. But that's mostly to speak about it because it's a really uncomfortable topic.
No, and I understand it's uncomfortable, but there's a reason. You do live with somebody, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you live alone. Well, I don't want to go to, I don't want any neighbors or overhearing anything. That's why I came here to talk to you. But the thing is, Josh, there's been situations, and this was on your Facebook, right? Okay, right. So that's
Old accounts, but
right.
I do need. I appreciate you talking.
Okay, well, Josh.
Hearing my side of the story, but like I
Well,
said-
Josh, you do.
but I do got to know like where's all this going to go? Like, where's this going?
Well, where I want it to go is, obviously there's a lot more things, maybe not a lot more, but there's more things to address than just some messages to Ariel, and you know that. And, of course, where I want it to go is just a conversation with me and you. And of course, you can do whatever you want, but, if I feel like it's not fully addressed, then, I am going to address this in full, whether that's with you or no matter
I
what.
mean,
the
we
hell I
can
do.
meet somewhere, but just not at work. If that's possible. Because like I said, I do want to address this, and I just want to be done with it. But like I said, this is something at work, and it's not really the best place.
Right.
I am
Well,
working.
let me ask you this. Those people offering the kids on Facebook, and I'm open. Do you want to give me your phone number right now?
Well, I mean, you guys got me on Telegram. You guys can send me a message there.
Okay, well that's not something I'm going to do. So, of course you can do whatever you want, but I'm only going to be open to that if we exchange phone numbers and have an actual thing. But
Well, like I said, I just rather not. 'Cause I don't want to say anything incriminating either. I understand you guys are recording me and everything, but I really don't feel comfortable talking to something like this.
Right.
And
No, I
so,
understand,
like,
but
I prefer to have, if I was going to talk to you, I prefer to have legal representation with me as well. Just
right.
because-
But you got to understand, Josh, that like every message is saved already, and if it was truly about like trying to drop a bomb on you, I wouldn't be here to talk to you about it, right?
Right.
If anything, like it's easy to go where there's neighbors around. It's easy to just not even talk to you at all and just have this saved because asking
I know.
Right. So I'm not going to say because you already know. So that's the thing. It's more so clear. It's more so clearing up situations that people have gotten you into.
So what do you guys want from me exactly? I mean, because like I said, I mean, I'm open to conversation, but
Yeah.
right now, like I said, it's not a good time. I mean, like I said, I'd rather just wash my hands and be done with it.
Well, that's what I'm kind of offering here.
But I need to.
Okay. Well,
tell me
sure.
what we need.
Sure. Okay. So those people that have offered their kids on Facebook, what country do you think they were from
Oh,
usually?
the Philippines. Her name was.
Okay. And was she offering like a daughter or a son? Or?
She's like, oh, okay, well, I got relatives. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I know you were good, and I know that's not something you were interested in, but obviously, and dude, I've been in the situation too.
I think that was like a desperation thing, though, because she was hitting me with money for a while, and I didn't want
Okay.
to. But
So let me ask you this because obviously, I know.
last question. 'Cause I really got to get.
Well,
back.
right, but I know you've burned through some Facebook accounts before, and obviously it's not hard to pull up Facebook history. It's not like it's a right. So realistically, I mean, how many photos did this Roxanne chick send you that were probably too inappropriate? Because I know she did it.
Not actually.
Okay.
I mean, I think there was one where she showed me a picture of her daughter. But it's like,
Okay. How old was her daughter?
I have no idea.
Well, how did she look?
Like 7 or 8.
Okay. Was it like video or just a picture?
Just no, it's just something. But like I said, I appreciate the time.
Yeah, can you shoot me a text?
Sure.
It's a Gordon.
Gordon?
Yep.
Oh, what's your phone number?
It's gonna be.
And what are you? And where are you from again?
I'm originally from Houston, but I live up here now.
Gotcha. Oh, you're gonna save in there.
No, it just shows a caller ID on the Androids.
But yeah, I mean, I can give you a call later too. As well.
When do you go on break?
I have no idea. I have to make sure my team gets their breaks first.
So when do you anticipate you'd go on break?
Probably not till like 10, 11.
Okay. So Josh, you know, I don't think we're understanding the full gravity of kind of all of this, and I understand.
No, I'm fully aware of it.
Right, and of course you can go back to work at any time, but you know, this is obviously something that I wanted to address with just us two.
Are you guys law enforcement?
Nope, absolutely not. I mean, shit, I don't think law enforcement in Minnesota wears Wyoming Cowboys t-shirts, but shit, that'd be news to me. And you know, I'm in short, yeah, I'm not law enforcement. I have no handcuffs, no ability to hold you, detain you, like I told you. But
so, like I said, what do we need to do to, you know, 'cause like I said, I'm not.
right,
I'm just a dude. It's just trying to live life.
no, 100%, 100%. And I think, you know, and I think we could be a little bit more. Because I mean, you've come across a lot of people pimping out their kids. I mean, on that Russian site, on Facebook, and all that stuff. So, you know, Josh, I'd be very. I know how we talk. It's different because if somebody came up to you in person and was like, "Hey, do you want to see a picture of my 8-year-old daughter? Do you want to see my 8-year-old daughter?" You would say no because you understand, like, okay, this is reality.
Right.
That's how the video call is like. I'm saying your behind the screen stuff is a different you than who you actually are. Okay, and I fully acknowledge and understand that. If I thought you were the same person as you are behind the screen, I definitely wouldn't be here talking to you. I don't think there'd be a need to, right? So I think we should be a little bit more, because it's easy. I mean, I know that pictures came to some of your old Facebooks, very inappropriate ones. And it wasn't just one picture, it was pictures. And so let me just ask you this, because what I want to clarify first off, and I think I know the answer to this, is were any of those pictures stuff you took yourself or was it all just sent to you?
Oh, I never took any pictures. That was all sent to me.
Okay. See.
Like, I don't take anything like that, and nor do I have the ability to. I don't know anybody.
Right, sure.
So.
But you see the difference in that. See how, like, I'm coming here. I just know there was basically naked kid photos, and I'm like, all right, well, did Josh take these? You see, right. But you see how instantly that puts you in a different category than all these other people. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like each time, you know. Each time I hear like, oh, well, it wasn't me, some bozo sent this to me. I'm like, okay, well, your reputation goes up this much. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, this is more of a mishap than right. So I promise you, dude, if you were 50 with an ice cream truck going around elementary school, boy, I wouldn't even be talking to you, okay? It's the fact that you're a contributor. You're obviously a good manager. I mean, I asked some people, hey, man, where's Josh tonight? And, you know, I'm like, how is he? And they had nothing but good things to say. And I didn't tell anybody what's going on, okay? Right. So realistically, like, what were the age ranges these bozos sent you on Facebook of like kids, and were these like pictures, videos, or both?
I mean, most of the time, like, I don't know. I only really had like one person I could send me, you know. But most of the time it was just pictures of them, like themselves.
Of like the kids themselves? Or?
No, just themselves.
Okay.
I mean, I never really dabbled or anything or asked or anything like that.
Okay. So when we say that man sent, what were we talking about? Like,
I think it was a kid with her panties, whatever. And I'm like, oh god.
Okay. Was she
No, just like
a butt pic? Okay.
But I was like,
were you able to see their face or? Got it. So what other situations have we come across online? Excuse me.
that's the only ones that really come to mind. I mean, like I said, I don't really go see people
Right.
that do that stuff. So
Right. But, you know, obviously what I'm hearing is different from what like internet records would show. I mean, I'm sure you understand that. So I'm just going to tell you this right now. What I care about is kind of the people behind the camera, not the people that have seen shit. Okay.
like I said, I mean, if that Russian side, I mean, just go on that page.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Have you, from that Russian site, have there been links that you clicked on where you had no idea what to expect and you saw some shit where you're like, oh, that, let me get the fuck out of here?
Nothing like too extreme. I mean, there was one where It was like,
Okay. Is that because was that like a moral thing where you're like, I don't like this? It's too like.
nah, it's just stuff I don't want to see.
What was it?
I mean, sounds like
Okay, so we're talking videos in that case.
no, it's a video. I mean, it's they don't do videos.
Okay, but it was so was that link on the Russian site or was that like to a
Yeah,
different?
that was one of the albums. Yeah, you like that? I'm like, okay, no.
Okay, so that was kids being. These are. So are we talking? You said not video. So what are they? When you say kids being.
Just images. I mean, it's just
So okay, so it was like straight up like images of kids like.
screenshot of a video or something. But I really do want to get back to my
Okay.
the restaurant.
Well, that's an album I want to track, and that's probably what we're talking about. That's
I mean, it's been, I'm sure it's since been scrubbed, but I mean, like I said, people do re-upload shit. So.
right. So with that kid being, you said it was just kids. How big was that album?
I don't know. I saw the odds. It was like 4 pages or whatever.
4 pages of albums. Okay. So those kids, was it like girls, boys, or both?
I think it was. Well, no. I mean, it was just like really close-up pictures of.
So how old did it look to you? Like, what were the age ranges?
But
Yeah, like we're talking like babies or.
no. Adolescents.
So give me an age that would be. I'm retarded.
I'd probably say like
Okay. So when it showed close up, like was there like an adult with it or?
no. It was all just. But I really need to go.
Well,
though,
so why would I hear that they're being? What about those pictures make you think
Because it
of?
looked like they were.
Like they were being?
Yeah.
Like was there a hand there or something like
No.
that?
I mean, but it looked like it was not just a.
Okay.
It didn't look normal.
Okay, I got you.
But I really do to get back to work for it. I can give you a call later tonight.
Yeah, man. Was there was that Russian site? Is that something that you just go on your phone, or is it like a computer? Or?
I just.
Okay. Yeah, Josh. You have that iPhone, right? Okay. Josh, I think there's a. Obviously, I don't want to say it too loud, but would you consider yourself like kind of lonely or anything like that, or do you have like?
Yeah, but like I said, I don't find solace in that stuff. So
I know you don't find solace, but I mean, you're a Pokemon guy, right? Okay. Do you have Pokemon cards?
no.
No.
You can't really buy them.
Okay. Oh yeah, pretty rare now, huh?
Yeah, there's just not.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I remember my mom would get so pissed as a kid when I wanted those, but basically, Josh, I don't think that, sometimes when we get lonely, we collect things just out of habit, just to find sentiment and stuff, even if it's not the fact that it's a good or a bad memory, it's just the fact that it's a memory in general.
Right.
And, I know you're not like I know you don't want to brand yourself as like a collector of kid pictures or anything like that. It's not what you are. But, I think we'd be very, I think we'd both be lying if we both said that none of it was saved, none of it was kind of screenshotted or just collected. So I do want to ask, and I'm not going to go back and forth of do we have this stuff on our phone? It's obvious. It's an iPhone. It's not some Fort Knox Nokia, right? I guess what compels you to, if you want to go in a more private place about that, because I think. Do you also have fried pickles here, by the way? You also have fried pickles here, by the way? That's the worst thing you said to me all night. That's my favorite damn food. Well, it's all about talking to my branch right here, so I find the root, man. And I think, look, if this was about taking a dookie on you, I think I have a pretty loud voice, and obviously I'm not gonna scream no matter what. But if my plan was to just kind of screw you here, I mean, I think I think this would be a very easy venue to do it, which I'm not going to do. But I'm just going to ask you this because the phone scan. It's not like our lie. There's no such thing as my eyes don't lie to me.
Right.
Sometimes people do, but you're not. Is he drunk? How was
No,
that?
that's good.
Yeah. I was going to say he was like walking kind of.
I think that's freaking out.
Yeah, got
Yeah,
it. But
like I said, I mean,
right. So I'm just going to ask. Like, I mean, I guess what compels you to kind of screenshot or share or save some of this stuff? Like, is it?
I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know.
It's because I know it's not.
But like I said, I mean, I asked you a few times now, like, what do you guys need from me?
Right. It's not. Basically, kind of why this happened, if it'll ever happen again, which I don't think it is. I mean,
No.
I can see you're right.
Especially after this.
Right. So let me. I do want to ask this though. Like, where are we saving these photos from? All right, what's up, guys? So, yeah, security's here. Just kind of going through some BS with them real quick. Got to go talk to cops, as you'll see, and yeah, of course, if you want to see this full video, it's on Locals in the pinned comment, where you can see this video uncensored, see the whole security party. There's not too much to it, and see every other video early and uncensored, and you get tons of mugshots and conviction updates. Are you a cop?
Yeah.
Thank God. Okay. So basically, we have a group. We catch online child across the country, and we approached a worker here very peacefully. I mean, we weren't really causing a disturbance, were we?
No, it was a disturbance.
Okay, but were we screaming or anything?
No.
Okay, there we go. So basically, Josh, whatever his name is, agreed to talk to us. He was talking to who he thought was a he was talking to who he thought was a 13-year-old girl, and he was floating the idea of having sex with her and trying to solicit from her and all that stuff. And he was on this Russian forum site, and we talked to him in person. He agreed to talk to me. I told him it was voluntary to talk to me, never threatened him or anything like that. And basically, in short, he admitted to viewing he admitted to viewing pictures of toddlers online, 9 and 10-year-olds getting, in his words, assaulted. And he also admitted to me that he's currently possessing it on his phone. I can play the clips for you right now. He was aware he was being filmed, but he currently has his phone, and I think that's a huge, huge issue.
Okay. Where is he?
He's right in there.
Okay.
But I can.
We'll talk to them too.
Okay, but can I play you the clips right now, just so you have an idea?
Yeah,
Awesome. Okay.
Can I have you guys move in so we have a walk for guests?
Okay. So.
We can't go guests, okay? Thank you, you guys.
Let me ask you this. Have
Yeah.
you, from that Russian site,
Just put this to your ear. Put this to your ear.
How do I turn it down a little bit?
Oh. Do you hear it okay? And then the next clip I'm going to play for you is him saving those photos. You heard what he said?
Not really.
You didn't hear him saying his images of kids being assaulted?
Okay, so we're talking video. Okay, but it was so was that link on the Russian side, or was that like? Yeah, that was on so these are. So we're supposed to sit on videos. What are they? Which is different. So okay, so it's like straight up like.
You heard what he said?
Something about screenshot or a video or.
Screenshots of kids being assaulted.
Okay.
And then this is him right here.
Post the callers on there, but you don't think it's a potential.
Those are 9 or 10-year-olds he's viewed on there. How's it going?
Sing along to Thomas Classics Live. I Want to Live, Ring of Fire, and Hooker. Get tickets to see The Man in Black, a tribute to Johnny Cash now at the Mystic Box Office.
Did you hear that?
I heard ages or I could play it again. Can we step to the side?
Let's go back to the office.
Yeah, well, I mean, can one of the officers not stay with him to make sure he doesn't destroy his phone that he has child on, or? I mean, there's two of y'all.
Is that the?
Yes, these are chats of.
We can look through those two.
Absolutely. So, and he admitted that he sent all these. The chats from saying Minnesota, blah blah blah. And he did admit that he was told that I'm 13. How about you? He says, older.
Where is he? Well, I go talk to that.
He says, what kind of agent are you? Blah 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 blah.
Sorry, I'm gonna go talk to the other party. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it bad that I want to cuddle you and kiss you? This is him, obviously. I mean, you saw what he looked like. If you ever had a boyfriend before, want to take care of you. I know you're too, so that's okay, but he wants to support us, take us on dates. Hope you see more pics of you. What color bra are you wearing today? Panties too, wish I could see them. And we had a guy that we caught a few days ago in Leesore, Minnesota, that was charged for basically asking for photos of kids.
Is there anything in here that?
Yeah, he said, I want to meet one day. I mean, fixing stuff on here. Like bra and panties. Or he says, or if you're okay with it. Asking for right here.
Yeah.
And our guy in Leesore did get charged with that.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, like, did you not hear him say that those were 9 or 10-year-olds that he was viewing on there?
Yeah, I heard that part.
Okay. So he said these were all in the past couple months. And he currently does have it on his phone. I want to play one more clip for you if you don't mind.
Can we move this all back to the office? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Is there somebody with him right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, my partner.
Okay, thank God. Yeah, just if you don't mind, just I mean, if he gets into his phone, he's. Oh God, I said that wrong, kid. I'm sorry, but.
And it's private. If they ask, they
Yeah.
don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
Then they can do that. But
Yeah, we're not filming anybody but this, ma'am.
I appreciate
Absolutely.
When we get back to, I'm just gonna have you go back to the office. They can lay out.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
DJ, I'm going to the.
EDP?
Are you the same guy?
Yes. Yes.
You are?
Absolutely. We just caught a worker here with child.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Pretty, yeah, a little bit. Luckily not known by Josh yet.
Yes. They are very close.
It's Alex Rosen. Nice to meet you. And yeah. No, when we're done here, we're leaving permanently. I promise you, unless somebody else works. Yeah, no problem. No, we definitely didn't want to cause a disturbance to y'all's business. That's why I took him into the room and shit, and you know. Right. Yeah, no, I understand. Sure. Yeah. Here.
Is everything recorded?
Yeah, he said for all the way down here. Yeah, man.
I got my body camera on.
Guys, so security ended up being very cool with us. Me and Nate shook hands, and he was totally supportive of what we do. So, you know, you're not gonna see what Nate looks like. We are blurring his face along with all the other security guards, but at least for the YouTube version. But Locals always gets raw footage. But yeah, we appreciate whatever Lake PD this is. They are seizing his phone, so that's obviously what we want here. And I think he's going to be in a lot of trouble very soon. Yeah, but join Locals in the pinned comment. Over 100 videos, early and uncensored. Nobody travels the most, catches the sickest, and takes a gamble by coming to Peto's job. So, yeah, Locals in the pinned comment. $10 a month. We do travel the most. We're in Minnesota right now. Drove 20 hours from Houston. Yeah, ready?
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our Locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.